Hello! Today we are reviewing Core Class Dinobots because I did not want to review Ironhide, the Fantasy Toys one, because he's too complicated. So no, I'm not doing him yet. I'll do him one day, but not yet. Anyway, so here we have all the Core Class Dinobots. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And they look amazing. Let's just start with my least favorite and go to my favorite. So, yeah, this guy. So here we have my least favorite, which is a lot of people's least favorite. Sludge. And, yeah, he's not great. I mean, I don't hate him. Now if we could focus. Now if I could focus. So here he is. Pretty cool, pretty cool. He does have this on his back. He does look pretty okay. Like, his legs are awful, I'm gonna be honest. But I do like his head and his torso. These are a little awkward, but I'll live. Okay, great. Just thank you. Thank you. This camera's focusing. Alright, this is the best you're gonna get, apparently. Yeah, here he is. Articulation-wise, he has a swivel at the head. Arms can rotate full 360. Upper torso, mid-torso swivel. Arms can move out. Forgot to mention that. This moves up, and you can see that his legs are not attached. They're actually attached up here, meaning you get forward like that, back like that. That's pretty far back. Move the arm out of the way, you get a little bit of out. Though when you do that, it's pretty obvious that the legs are not attached. Like this looks kind of normal, you know? Oh, he fell. It looks like his legs are attached if you squint your eyes. This does not. Looks weird. But yeah. And also these bend, so knees. So yeah. Will you focus now? Yes, yes you will. I did add all about logo right there. Some of them have all about logo, some of them don't. Never mind. I remember I add all about logos back to them. Forgot I did that. I remember taking them off. I just don't remember adding them back. They did not come with all about logos, so I had my own. But yeah, size comparison. Well, we'll do size comparisons for all of them. Here we have, well, no, it's a Swoop. Here we have Swoop. He is boring, if you ask me. He's not great. I don't really like him that much. It's my second least favorite. He does have a ball joint at the head, so he can do that for transformation, and it does swivel really tightly. Arms move out that far, also really tightly. It's so tight that they come off. So you need to like push them back in. They rotate full 360 if you move the wings out of the way. The wings do flap. Elbow bends and swivels. Waist swivel, those kind of hindered by this. Legs move forward, back, and out that far. Thigh swivel. Knee bend, and that's it. They're all the same size, so we'll do size comparison with my favorite one. Scar. He is clunky. He does have a swivel at the head. Arms rotate. Arms move out. Waist swivel. Legs move forward. They move back. Out. Knee bend. You can put the legs like this if you want, which does give you more outward movement. So I'm actually going to do that. Sorry, I had to cough. But yeah, there he is. Now we do Slug, or Slag, whatever you want to call him. Controversy behind his name is a bit complicated. Basically, what happened was Slag is a slur in the UK, so they just decided to change his name to Slug. Not a great game. Not a great name. I don't really like it. So I just call him by his original name. Because slag is also a term for molten waste. I think. I don't know, something to do with molten waste. Which is kind of this guy's whole shtick. He does kind of just shoot beams of lava, I guess, from his horns. I don't know, the cartoon was weird. Or they could just be energy beams. I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. But anyways, it does have a ball joint at the head. It moves the entire head. So, you know, arms move out that far. Okay, rotate, not a full 360 unless you move that down. Then, yeah. I like to move these out because it makes it look a bit more like the Studio Series 86 figure. Waist swivel. Legs move forward, back, out. Knee bend. And that's it. None of them have foot articulation, by the way. I hope you know that. But yeah. Then we got Grimlock, my second favorite. A lot of people don't like this guy, and I don't know why. He's a pretty good figure. He does have a swivel at the head. Arms rotate and move out. Waist swivel, wrist swivel. That's for transformation. Legs move forward, back, and out that far. Knee bend, and that's it. Nothing really too special about him. I just like him. I don't know why. He's just cool. And then we got my favorite, and a lot of people's favorite, Snarl. Almost call him Scar. Scar's right there. But yeah, he does have a swivel at the head. Arms move out that far. Rotate. Can't rotate full 360, but can move back that far. Elbow bend. Waist swivel. That I don't think is for transformation. I think that's just pure for articulation. Legs move forward, back, and out. Knee bend. I thought that was a thigh swivel, but apparently not. I don't see why not. And yeah, pretty cool. I don't like him for his articulation. I like him for his transformation. His transformation's fun, though it's kind of pointy. But yeah, let's talk about all their accessories. We'll actually pull back him in. He has two. So he has a sword, and this piece goes on his back. Right here, I think. Yeah, right here. They just tab in right there. So yeah, but for robot mode, you do want to take that off. Well, you don't want to. You don't have to, but I like to, because it gets attached to his arm. Give him a little shield, just really cool. Swoop has some generic accessories, though they're pretty cool. Just two blasters that are totally not hands for combine mode. So yeah, there's that. He has blasters, which are pretty cool. Scar just has a fist that has a gun at the end. Totally not for combine mode. So he can just kind of shoot that, I guess. I don't know. Slag has totally not the combine mode head and his tail. I don't even see where he shoots it. I think it's these. But those are like the crown of the combine mode. Spoilers. Slug has nothing. Slug? No, Sludge. Sludge has nothing. Absolutely nothing. Where did his budget go? And Grimlock has his tail as a gun. Pew pew. Alright, we'll use Grimlock as the size comparison because I brought in a Dinobot, and that Dinobot is Grimlock. So yeah, pretty cool. We have another size comparison, but I'm not going to do it until combine mode. But we do have Core Class Optimus. The Hasbro Pulse version that had this trailer and axe. I did modify it to where it had these on there. That was from the original Optimus figure. But yeah. Now get into the transformation. Let's start with Grimlock. Let's just go from right to left. So Grimlock, what you want to do is rotate his fist inward. Rotate this up. And the combined port. Close this up. That. Hold his head down. Then you tab the legs together. They kind of slide in. Then you bend the knees, move the legs back. Boom. Boom. And there you have Grimlock. And his combine mode. Not combine mode. Alt mode. Dino mode. These rotate, legs move. Head moves up and down. That's it. Sludge has a pretty fun transformation, if you ask me. So basically, you just fold the arms in, fold this up, but don't tab it in just yet because you can't. These are supposed to tab together. You rotate the torso. You bend this in, and the arms will just shove themselves in there. Now you tap that in, and there you have a little long-necked dinosaur. I forgot its name. Oh, I just bumped the camera. But yeah, he does look pretty good. Then, Slag, what you want to do, fold his face up, rotate, move this forward, fold this back, tab this in, fold this in, fold that in, rotate his legs down, tab that in, and there you have a Triceratops missing its stomach. He doesn't come with one. I don't know why. It's just the way he's engineered. So, Scar, what you want to do is fold this up. Fold these in, and what you want to do is bend them on their ball joint. Like, rotate it on the ball joint, and then move it in as far as it'll go. If you don't do that, they will not tab in together. And that will just lock into there. You just want to adjust the legs and fold the combined port up. Tap the legs together. Move those up a little bit. Twist the waist around. I can't speak. Fold these on top of the arms. Rotate this around. And that would be an Ankylosaurus, except it's missing its tail. Just want to attach this right here. And now the Ankylosaurus has its tail. Now, you get Swoop with the most generic of the transformations. Tap those together. Pull that up. This up. Don't twist the waist around. I do that for combine mode. I mean, I think you're supposed to do that for combine mode. Oh, the wing came off. So you just want to reattach that. Fold out the wings. I suggest you put pressure on this so it doesn't pop off. This will just tab into the arms will just tab into the side of the torso and the thighs if they want to. Sometimes they don't want to. There we go. And then you just bend the knees. And there you have Swoop. His guns just go right there. So yeah, there's Swoop. And now it's time for my favorite one. Snarl. Take that off, take that off. Tap that in. And rotate his head around. Close this up. Bend the elbows. They will just tab in right there. Little slot. Actually, you don't want to tab the legs together because you want to bend one knee and then fold the head out, then close it up. Same thing on the other side. Now you want to tab the legs together. And that would be Snarl, but he is missing his back. Just want to connect it the same way you connected it earlier. That will lock in. And then his sword can go multiple places. Up here or down here. I like to put it down here. So yeah. Pretty cool. He definitely looks really good. don't really have proper articulation. I mean, Swoop's wings can flap, his legs can move, his legs can move. That's about it. His head can't even turn anymore. Doesn't even turn anymore. But yeah. There they are, Core Class Optimus. So yeah. Here they are. You can't see that. And here is the Grimlock next to 3 Series Grimlock. I would transform them, but I don't feel like it. Alright, let's get into goodbye mode. Oh, I bumped the camera. Let's get into goodbye mode. So, open this up. Be careful doing this. You can just pop off the arm. Not pop it off. Like, it might just break. I've had 2 copies of this figure. Because, not because it broke, but because Hasbro Pulse sent me 2. For some reason. I don't know why. But basically, on one of the copies, I did this, and the arm just broke. So, I recommend just pulling it slightly and getting a nail in there and opening it up. That will just compress down. This side will rotate and tab in. That stays up. The hands rotate in like in robot mode. And then they just hinge forward, tab in. Take the tail off, put it on upside down. Now you have one leg, or a nub, I guess. We'll do the other leg. Snarl's a bit different. What you want to do is undo this, split the legs, basically just get them to robot mode configuration. But then, what you want to do is take this off, bend them back, and tab them in where it was. Where the thing was. Oh, wait. You want to get this out. There's a little notch. You can kind of see it. Yeah, you can't really see it, but you can see like a little indent. If you look hard enough. My camera's refusing to focus. These will just move forward and tab into the crotch. Just like Grimlock. And then tab in together. Then you get this. There's 2 pegs, 2 holes. I got that backwards, but it's fine. I like to tab that there to break up the red. And there you got 2 legs. Now let's do the waist. Also, if you're wondering why Grimlock's a leg, it's for the Dino King repaint. Though everyone knows that at this point. This figure's not that, it's not that old, but it's pretty old. Open this up. Basically just want to get him back into robot mode. Rotate, twist up, and that will tab in. See if I can get this to focus better. Yes, I can. I like to fold this up. You don't have to, but it just makes him look better in my opinion. Makes his chest not as long. But then you rotate these around. And that's basically how you want them looking. And these will just peg into the bottom of the legs things. Little peg right there. So if it will go in. Why aren't you going in? Meanie. See, Grimlock went in easily. Learn from him. And yeah, there's the lower body. If you're wondering, this is what it's supposed to look like. But I like the black being consistent, like a straight line. It just looks better in my opinion. Then we get slag. Take that off. Take this off. Bend this down so you can open this up. So you can rotate that back up. These tab in. Rotate this up. Get the head. That will plug in right there. And then we just get this. That will plug into Sludge's chest. Oh, you didn't see that. Because I need to raise the camera. So you just want to plop them on. These close up. Like that. And then, still can't see that. This tabs in to the hands. These fold down. That's the torso. Now we do the arms. let's do the arm that I didn't modify. Open that up. I like to bend the elbows. Twist. I just bend the elbows around like this. Take these off. Hold up the combine mode port. These fold in, but I don't like to plug them in or else they'll mess with the arms. These just tab together and attach right here via some pegs. There you have an arm. It's a crappy looking arm, but it's an arm nonetheless. There you go. Now this guy I transform a bit different because the stock configuration sucks. So I like to do that and then fold this leg back up. That tabs in. This leg rotates around. It's basically like the DNA upgrade kit configuration. This folds in. This folds down. But then I dropped it. I get this and I just wedge it in there. And it holds better than it would if it wasn't wedged in there and was in the stock configuration. If you wedge it correctly. And I'm sure that will wear down eventually to where it will be loose. That's probably not going to be that soon. Especially since I barely play with this guy. But yeah, there you have an arm. So yeah, pretty cool. He does look good. Especially with that configuration I do with this arm. It does make it look hollow, but it does also give him more proportionate look. And he does get a proper elbow instead of a gorilla arm. But yeah, he's pretty cool. There's a swivel at the head, arms move out. Oh, that came undone. This one likes to fall off. Swoop does. He doesn't connect that well, but it moves forward and back. Bicep swivel, gorilla arm, and then this one has a normal elbow, but no a bicep, just an elbow swivel. And nothing at the hands. Waist swivel, legs, same as whatever his name is, Sludge, and then there's a knee bend. So yeah, pretty cool. Here he is with Core Class Prime. Here he is with a Series 86 Dinobot. I did take off his chest piece because I felt like it. I like that look better. And here he is with the combine mode person that I mentioned earlier. My background. Series 86 Devastator, because I've already reviewed them. I would compare this guy to the DX9 Hulky knockoff, but I do not like messing with that figure, nor putting him back on the shelf. Because when I put him back on the shelf, he knocks over literally every Decepticon on that shelf. I have him set up to where Autobots and Decepticons are on different sides. And he knocks over literally every Decepticon. It's happened before. But yeah. You can still see a shadow. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you guys liked that. If you did, cool. It's a little longer of a video, but that's because there's 6 figures we covered. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.